Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I am. I am your host, Eli Burgett. Joining me, almost as always, is the co-hosts of the show, Primy Remy 35 and Eli Burgett, apparently.
Eli Burgett.
Yeah. So, guys, how you
Yeah.
doing?
We are doing. I'd like to start off the episode this morning. I was like, oh, last episode I called my mom dumb. I didn't mean that she was
You
dumb.
didn't.
Yeah. Publicly apologize to mom. You're not dumb. You're a brilliant woman. Super thankful for all you've done. Satire law. You're not dumb. And it's ironic that I called her dumb after I just completely crashed and burned on the math question.
Yeah. I mean, Cam, it's satire law, just like you said. I mean, nobody looks at the movie Airplane and says, "Oh, I bet Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a great pilot," and
I was just
everything.
gonna
No,
say that.
nobody says that because it's satire. And I just want to make this known to our viewers. It seems that this is a recurring pattern for us. We have an episode, and then on the very next episode, we're issuing apologies for what we said on the previous episode, and it's just a vicious cycle.
Mostly because
Maybe.
Cam's being a bully. He's picking on people.
Here we go
That's
again.
another trend going. But
I'm not going to apologize for this, but maybe it's just a sign we shouldn't have a podcast.
Probably not.
nah,
I mean, but if we're getting close to 100 episodes, dude.
I was just gonna ask, do you have any idea what this is? You probably know.
This is episode 88.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Dez didn't catch it.
yeah,
Didn't
For
catch
you,
it.
Garrett. Dez didn't catch it.
so we got we,
Yet.
we got 12 more weeks. What are we gonna do for the 100th episode extravaganza?
We at least got to get us all back on the same episode.
I
They'll
know.
probably come to your
It's just
apartment, kick you out,
it's
stay
just
the
a
night,
game.
burn it down.
Yeah, are you guys gonna have a
Yeah, that can work.
podcast? You guys gonna have an episode in my apartment and not invite me?
Not invite you. Yeah, probably. For being honest.
I like that hat.
Thanks.
For all
I
the
have this
listeners
whole
out there
hat
who
rack.
can
In the
see it.
last probably 50 episodes, I haven't worn a hat. And I spent the weekend with Devin and Put in Bay, and I got some Simcoe merch. So we're
Let's
repping.
go.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Melvin Miller.
I haven't worn my white hat in a couple episodes
That's
either.
fine.
Okay. Um, and I was going to explain that for two reasons, really. Number one, today I'm wearing a white T-shirt. I'm a plain white tee today. So hey there,
Mhm.
Delilah. What's it
Hey
like in
there.
New York City?
It
And secondly, I spent like 3 hours on my hair, so I'm not going to put a hat over it.
looks beautiful. I
Looks
love
like
it.
Ace Ventura.
I don't think you meant that as an insult, but
I'm just saying what it looks like. You take it however you want.
I'll try to take. I mean, Jim Carrey's an attractive fella. I'll try to take that as a compliment.
There you go.
So, guys, I mean, Cam, speaking of your hat, I want to address this really quick. I don't, for the viewers who are unaware, the now Republican nominee, Donald Trump, he was shot in a rally
No.
in recent days.
You okay?
He survived, so he got nicked in the ear
Twice, actually.
twice.
You
I
guys
thought
see the clip on Twitter or whatever,
no.
where it was like
Which
the
one?
map. Well, there was one that came out today. It was hold on, I'll just find it and send it to you guys. But it showed like three bullets going by his ear, and I think two of them clipped him. But
Wow.
yeah, that happened. And when this comes out, we're gonna be like a week and a half late. But
Yeah,
Eli, I will say good call in the last episode. The photo you used, because we did talk about the presidents. The photo you used was the Trump getting shot. So that was a good little clickbait. That's a vet move right there.
yeah.
didn't say a word about it.
Look, I said we touched on presidents, and
We did.
Trump is a former president,
Yes.
and he's running for a current president. So, I was just trying to get those clicks. That's what I was trying to do. But Cam, the reason I'm trying to tie this story to your hat is because everyone and their mom has seen the picture of Trump shortly after he got shot in the ear, where he's fist pumping and the American flag's in the background. It took less than 4 hours for people to make merchandise off of that picture. I've seen shirts, I've seen hats, I've seen mugs, I've seen absolutely everything, and none of them are available on the I'm No Genius merch shop.
What are we doing?
We're missing out.
I know we're missing out big time.
I haven't scrolled on TikTok for a while, but last night I was on there before bed, and like the TikTok shop always has ads. I scrolled through like two or three of like different patch hatches like this, patch hatches, patch hats like this, with that picture on it, and it just says "you missed" underneath it. These
Yeah,
can't be the greatest quality hats. Or did you see the picture on Twitter of some boardwalk? I think it was in Florida. Already had a shirt up within an hour of the shooting.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's a content game.
yeah, absolutely. And for what it's worth, like I don't know if it was edited or not, but like they released like the audio shortly after Trump got shot at the rally, and like the Secret Service is like crowding him, like getting him to his feet and everything. They're trying to rush him off stage,
Mhm.
and you could hear Trump saying, "Wait, wait, wait," and he like peeks, he like fights through the security and like pumps his fist and everything. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, regardless of your views on Trump, it was a pretty cool picture.
Yeah, I'm
Badass.
just watching that video that Grant sent. That's crazy. If that's
Yeah.
true.
Quick word from Adam. I knew Adam wasn't going to be on this episode, so I asked him for his thoughts. He said, "Shooter a loser, Trump a beast, America." So that's Adam's input on
Yeah,
the situation.
yeah, I'd say nailed that.
Yeah, I mean, the shooter loser part definitely. For a number of reasons. Number one being, you're trying to shoot somebody, automatic loser move right there. Don't shoot people,
Don't shoot
kids.
people.
Yeah, just don't shoot people in general. Don't
Yeah,
like, violence is never the answer unless you're trying to win a professional fighting match. Then you might have to use violence.
we probably should have saved the "don't shoot people" for life advice at the end.
Oh, we can circle back to it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But secondly, the guy is also a loser because he fired what, like 8 shots, and
Yeah,
two of them like partially hit his target.
yeah. I
I
mean,
And
wasn't that far off either.
everything I've seen said it was a layup.
Yeah.
yeah,
Smoky Bones.
yeah. And Adam is now saying it's crazy how close we were to a different outcome.
He should have died. Like, I don't know if you saw the updates from the RNC last night. I mean, by the time this comes out, the whole thing will be over. But last night was RNC day one, and like they were chanting his name, whatever, and like he was actually emotional. Like he was like, it's finally setting in that he almost died. So honestly, hopefully it kind of mellows him out a little bit, and the speech he gives tonight is a little unifying. Now it could be a whole lot different if the listeners tune in on Monday and he just gave this entire rah-rah speech that put January 6th to shame. That would be something.
Yeah,
Hopefully, I'm calling my shot. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but
I might need
I
to start
mean,
waiting for these episodes because we're recording this on Tuesday. There's a lot left in the week, so
all three of us might be drafted by next Tuesday.
yeah, who knows?
yeah.
This might be our last episode.
I
Might not ever
mean,
make it to
I
100.
mean, Cam, you're a history buff. Wars have started and ended in under 6 days, have they not?
Yeah, there was the 12 Days War. There was the 100 Years War. That was
Well,
only like
Well,
7 years.
Cam, the 12 Days War was 12 days.
Yeah, maybe.
Allegedly, allegedly.
That's what they say.
Yeah, but
That kind of brings up an interesting point. Say, God forbid, it's a completely different outcome. Everything becomes radicalized from that point on. The outcome's horrible, right? And same go if anyone dies, like you said, don't kill anyone. That's not the answer. I'm No Genius disavows violence. Agreed?
we are anti-killing.
Okay. All right. Glad we're on the same page. Good thing Adam's not on. Say we do go into a civil war, right? Who designs the jerseys? Because like the OG Civil War, they decided on navy and gray.
I think you let Kanye decide both sides.
You think, or like would the NFL or NBA have their input? Like with Team USA, will we just use Team USA basketball jerseys, blue and white?
Well, Cam, like let's not talk about the colors. Who are we going to get? Which company are we going to get to design these jerseys? We want.
That's what I mean. Who's doing this?
Will there be a
Not the
unified?
NBA.
Yeah, not the NBA. would there be a unifying company kind of designing both jerseys, or would both parties, have, liberty over choosing who they want to design the
Yeah, is it
jerseys?
like a Nike Reebok thing?
Why don't we start it?
Nike
I'm
Under
No
Armour?
Genius merch shop. We supply uniforms to both sides.
Civil War uniforms?
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
War Dogs. I'm no
Yep.
genius. I'm no war dog. Yeah, that's good.
So
Fuck
where
yeah.
where would the divide be this time if we do have a civil war?
Um,
Um,
Ohio versus the world.
Hey man,
Blue Air versus everyone else.
jeez, it's terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't, again, I don't care who's fighting against who. I don't want anyone to fight. Again, I'm no genius disavows. However, I am curious who would design the uniforms because whichever side the federal government falls on, they're just going to get the plain old camo.
Yeah, probably.
The other side, who's good? Like, are they going to sign a bag with Nike? Shein? They have Chinese Chinese battle uniforms?
I've never thought about that. Like in the Cam, you're a history buff, so I'm leaning on you for this one. In the Civil War, were there what did like the North or the South ever reach out to like foreign allies and say, "Hey, come on over here. We're fighting against slavery or we're fighting for slavery or something like that." Did that ever happen?
Like other nations to help them?
Yeah, or did they just kind of like say, "No, this is stupid. You're on your own."
Um, I think it was kind of like let's just let America do them. I mean, I'm sure there was a couple countries that sent a couple guys over, but I think it was mostly brother versus brother. Uniform wise, again, I don't know either, but this is just an educated guess. I think the United States or the North already had all the factories to make the uniforms, and then the South had all the cotton to make the uniforms. So I think they were kind of just running back and forth from the middle and like distributing that way. Just all depend on what sheep they killed to get the dye to make the color like Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like Minecraft.
Yeah.
So thank you, Cam, for that. But yeah, overall, I would say Civil War bad. Let's not do a war.
Yes.
We
Yep.
want to
Civil War bad.
we want to make that clear. But much like
This would be so much different if Adam were here.
yeah, much like my stance when Alexa starts poking at me and pushing my buttons, I don't want a war to happen, but
Mhm.
I'm going to be ready if it does.
We got to get her on because I texted her tonight. I was supposed to go to Grant's house and play NCAA, but I fell asleep. So my apologies, Grant. I will make it
Okay.
up and lose to you. And
We
we'll
need
get
to talk about that in a
we'll
second.
get to it
Yeah.
again. Yeah. But I texted Alexa. I was like, "Do you want to get on the podcast tonight?" She said, "Only if I can watch Love Island and not speak." That's a no. That's a no. Then you don't want to come on the podcast.
Have
So
Have you watched Love Island? Sorry,
no, but she just started and she's addicted to it.
it's pretty good.
Really,
All right. Ring
Not gonna lie.
endorsement, Grant and Alexa.
Sorry.
I don't see the
All
hype.
right, proceed.
Yeah, but Alexa, she wants to be near the podcast, is what you're trying to say. She just doesn't want to talk.
I think you should call her out again. I think you should call her out until she shows her face.
I mean, like we talked about it last week, how she wants to have basically, a presidential debate style, episode where we're talking about High School Musical, and I said I'm game. Name a time and place as long as I'm free during that time. Then we can maybe set something up.
Yeah,
Um, but she's fell silent on the social medias.
we'll make it happen. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, well that's good. Guys, speaking of Civil War and me having an all-out brawl with Camden's girlfriend, NCAA 25 recently just released.
Oh,
Did you guys see that segue?
That
Uh,
was smooth.
that was clean.
I have not played it yet, but we've got a couple of guys here that have played it or gotten close to playing it.
One guy, I was supposed to, fell asleep on the best nap couch in the world. Ugly as sin. Great couch though.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Caden, you want to come here? Oh, I'm 5-0. I haven't lost yet. I don't think Caden. He's played online and he said he won one game where the guy left or he like lagged out. But
Come on.
This is our generation's game. We've waited 11 years for this, and you guys haven't played it yet, but it lived up to the hype.
Really?
This game is awesome.
How does it compare to Madden?
So much better. Like
Really?
gameplay and then all the little details like they have like traditions from every school. Like you'll play at Wisconsin, they do jump around after the third quarter or just things
Awesome.
like that. And even for like little schools like OU, you can see like specific dorms in the background.
Well,
Um,
oh hey, OU is not a little school.
Yeah.
They've got a big heart. Roll bobbies.
you're
For
right. You're
Bobby's,
right.
baby.
But the game is great. There's going to be a lot of arguments over these next few months about that game.
Yeah, we were chatting about the game before we started rolling, and I asked you how does it compare to NCAA 14, which 11 years ago, last college anything game that we've ever gotten, and you said it's better in every way.
It's the same thing, but better in every way.
Wow. Ringing endorsement for Mr.
Yep.
Sherman.
Yep.
So now,
Um,
so now I have to ask, does it have a dynasty? Does it have a road to glory?
yeah, I was gonna say, what game mode are you playing? What have you played?
Me and Kane have just been doing head-to-head matchups, but it does. I think it has both of those.
Wait, timeout. You're 5-0 against Caden?
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta play. You have to actually play the game. You're still in rookie mode tutorial if you're playing against Caden.
No, 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 no. You don't understand. This kid's a nerd. Let me get these wins right now because when I come back for Thanksgiving, Caden's gonna have the whole game scripted. He's gonna have all these
Okay.
plays stuck in his head. So these are the games that matter. We're at an even playing field right now.
Are you gonna do Road to Glory? Are you gonna pick a team? What school are you gonna rebuild? Are you gonna make a player? Are you gonna get drafted? Have you designed a coach? I mean, have you even scratched the surface of this game from everything that I've heard and read on Twitter?
I've had 11 years to think about what team I want to rebuild. And I think I decided Tulane.
Wow.
Ooh.
Tulane with the Green Wave. Is that what they are?
Yep. The Green Wave. Cool jerseys, small school. They're going to be a power.
Nolan's.
I mean, Grant, Tulane definitely in need of a rebuild. Hasn't shown themselves very much when it comes to the top, 25 standings, really ever. So many people could call them too lame University.
Oh,
Are you looking to change that around?
That's all about to change.
wow. Are you gonna
We'll
buy
update you
Tulane
next week.
gear?
Might have to.
Dude, this is my predicament. I don't play video games, but I want a PS5 just to have just in case I ever get the itch back.
For a rainy
I'm in
day?
the
Yeah, and if
same
I get the
spot.
PS5, then I'm gonna have to play this game religiously. And I already know that if I pick, say if I were to pick Tulane to be the coach of, I would encapsulate the personality of the coach. I would buy all Tulane gear. I would wear it as I played the game. And I'm not good at video games, so I would just be pissed off all the time. But you saw what happened to me with Retro Bowl. I became Coach Fat Gooch and Chubby Balls. So
Sorry, I just got Vietnam flashbacks.
if there was a legitimate like this is just a pixelated 2D character on the phone, but if there was like a legitimate 3D person that I could control, I wouldn't I'd forget who Camden Brimmer is.
He would fully inhabit the spirit of Tulane
Yeah.
University.
Or whatever UTEP,
Yeah,
Miami of Ohio,
I mean, yeah, the sky is the limit.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. I don't even think they have football.
The sky is the limit with this game, is what we're trying to say. We've had 11 years to think about what we would do with this game, what schools we would rebuild, what, schools we would go to if we were making a road to glory. And I got to say, Cam, I'm in the same boat as you. I don't have a PS5. I don't have an Xbox next gen. So I gotta buy one now. I just have to.
You want to go
I
halves?
just
You want to go
looked.
like joint custody?
PS5s are still $500.
How much is the Xbox next gen? Because I've already got an Xbox One and the controllers and all the games are compatible. That's economical right there.
Well,
It's good.
I'm seeing you can get some for around 250.
Oh,
Might be an
Xbox.
Xbox.
wow. All right, question for the group: Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation. Until I just
Uh,
saw the price difference, so I might be
There's
different
a
now.
reason. There's a reason it's quality. Eli?
um, well, I've flipped back and forth my entire life. I'll go PS2, Xbox 360, PS4.
It's fair. Nope, I was
Uh,
the exact same. Yeah,
yeah, no, that works. I
good
never had
take.
an Xbox. I've always been PlayStation, but the Xbox 360 was fun.
Cam, yeah, you're missing out if you never had an Xbox 360.
Yeah. I
Now, I
played it.
thought about this yesterday. NCAA 25 is back. Will they bring back basketball? Maybe not this year, but in the future.
I
No,
mean, I don't see why not. Cam, but you're shaking your head.
I mean, was there that much of a hype when it was? That was the last one, the one with KD on the cover?
I don't remember. Who
I think
was
no,
Who's
it
older,
was
KD or Blake Griffin?
Blake? That's what I was going to ask. I don't remember who went to the league first.
KD is older. Blake Griffin was on the cover in 2010 because he was a rookie in 2011.
Mm.
Oh,
So
so they stopped that game before?
yeah, so 2010 was the last time we got an
Um,
NCAA basketball game.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
yeah, so
saying.
probably
I don't know
not.
if the demand is there.
I
Plus,
mean,
if they make a good football game but a bad basketball game, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Just kind of leave it be.
well, I mean, now like I'm in two camps really because
Oh, shut
NCAA
up.
no, shut up.
No.
NCAA basketball has like if you played like I played like '09 and 2010 and everything, the mechanics were never good. They were never, it was never a very good game. I tried to get into it and I just couldn't for the life of me. And then you play 2K nowadays and you're like, your my career and everything, they let you go to like, UCLA or like a college and everything beforehand before you go to the league. So it's almost like 2K is kind of adopting the college aspect anyways.
Yeah.
Also, the problem with the if they did do the basketball game for like the Road to Glory version, you'd only be there for 1 year. Like the good players are just gone after 1 year,
Yeah,
so
it's true. That's a lot
wouldn't be
of,
much of a my career.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I would stay for 4 years knowing that I'm going to be a number one draft pick every single year. I would win four national championships, come into the league
Wow.
saying, look, you're not going to pay me that rookie minimum. I'm getting the max right out the gate,
Wow.
which I don't think is allowed. But
He signed Supermax as a rookie. That'd be awesome.
Supermax is a rookie. But I mean, guys, with all this hype surrounding NCAA 25, I have to ask, where does Madden 25 sit?
On the shelf. No one's buying that game.
Is that what they're gonna call it? Is it Madden 25?
Yeah. Remember
Didn't
Madden
they already?
25 was also in
I was gonna say, didn't they already have a Madden 25?
It
it
was
was
it
the
was
it was
2014.
yeah, it was the
Yeah, it
Adrian
was the one
Peterson
with
cover.
yeah.
That was dumb.
That was really dumb.
That was dumb.
And
Well,
I
Should
remember
have just
back
called it Madden 14 25th anniversary edition.
I remember back then thinking, "Oh my gosh, they call it Madden 25. Oh, can you imagine 2025? That's like so far away." And here we are.
Surprise.
yeah. I don't think I said it when what while we were recording, but I'm not gonna touch Madden maybe ever again after this game came out. Um there's just no point.
No, there's no need.
No,
Right.
the
I haven't even played the game
thing is
yet.
back. Yeah, no, it's worth it.
I feel that Madden had a good run, early on, and then from like 2014 to 2024, they were filling the void that everybody had of, not playing NCAA 14, and they thought, you know what? We're the only major football game out there. We can coast. We don't need to update the game. We can lean back a little bit. Don't need to put all this money into it. And then here comes college football 25, which may be, according to Grant, the greatest game of all time.
The last time I had an emotional attachment to Madden was I believe it was this fall. Jimmy did a franchise with the Browns, and he would only play when we were both in the room together, and he played offense, defense the entire game. And it took him, I think, 3 seasons, and he finally won the Super Bowl. And he took that white hat up there, the Browns hat, wore it around, put a Deshaun Watson jersey on and like was literally on the ground crying. Like called his dad. He's like, "We finally did it. This is it. I'm speaking it to existence." Like die hard. So,
And
but that's it. That's I mean that was more for Jimmy than the game.
that's like the rare exception. And now millions of people across the US are having that same experience right now for NCAA 25.
Yeah,
But with Tulane,
Two
Tulane.
with Tulane,
Tulane,
these
we're
little schools.
going all the way, dude. But Cam, go ahead.
This kind of segues into something else. Actually, I'll just say it. So when they made Madden 25 in 2014, I was thinking about this the other day. Was there an iPhone 9? Or did they jump straight from 8 to X?
I Cam, I can't remember there being an iPhone 9. I think they jumped straight to X.
Jamie, can we look that up?
There is no iPhone 9.
What? How did they do that?
Because like I think when they came out with the iPhone X, they also had like the XR and the X Pro and everything. So it was just like, oh, we're coming out with three iPhones in 1 year. We don't need a 9.
Notice how you didn't say the 9?
The 9?
Oh, they're notorious for this. They had the iPhone 1, they had the iPhone 3G, and then the iPhone 4, 5, 6, 6 Plus, 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, X, XR, XS, XS Max. And now what are they on? 14?
Yeah.
What,
I
dude?
I still have my iPhone 11. We're chilling.
I
I don't
still have
even
a
know.
home button, boys.
Yeah, Cam, how's your iPhone 6 doing?
I mean, it gets really hot sometimes, but it's working.
Against all odds, it's still working.
Yep.
But
Fine.
I think it just goes to show how fast time is flying, boys. It was 11 years ago that we had our last NCAA game, and it was, around the same time that we skipped over the iPhone 9. Guys, we're getting old.
We
We're
made
on the
it.
iPhone 15 right now.
Cam still has a home button.
Yeah, and I mean, right now it says $0 right now if I get a Boost Infinite account and pay $28 a month.
I think
See ya, home button.
that's where they make their money, Cam.
It literally says $0 right now. That can't be a scam.
I mean,
I'm getting the phone for free.
Cam, you don't have to buy the newest phone jumping from an iPhone 6 to a 15.
No,
Maybe
I
you
think
could maybe you could get an 11 or a 12.
no. Why? It's already outdated.
I mean,
No, I don't know what the hell this is because when I believe this is what he says. This is the SE, I believe. I think there's been 4 or 5 generations of the SE. And the only reason they keep making them is because they have such an abundance of home buttons left over and no one buys these. So they just keep putting them into phones. And then, I mean, I'm not going to complain about anything because dad bought me the phone. It's a free phone. It works. But when he gave it to me, he was like, yeah, it's just the 14 with the home button. So in my opinion, it's better. I was like, oh my God, you're right. I get nostalgia and advancements in technology.
I thought it was so weird at first not having a home button, but I completely forgot that those existed until Cam just brought it up.
I'm gonna look like a monkey trying to use my phone. When I finally get one, I'm just like scrolling with like this.
You just start
Like I'm just
slamming.
spamming. Cracked the screen from pressing too hard.
dude, the other day when I was so I recently bought a Mac Mini, which is basically like a desktop, like mini desktop for Apple interface and everything. I bought that on eBay for like $400 or something like that.
Mhm.
And I was also shopping around because like you guys know when we're in person, I like to record these episodes so we have a visual component as well. And I was
Mhm.
looking around for like old Apple products with like cheap, you know cheap cheap retail prices that have good cameras and everything. I was looking around for like iPod fives, and I was just taken aback. Really, I was taken back to my childhood. Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'm not some weirdo who unboxes his presents on Christmas Eve. Respect the traditions. Um, unboxing a new iPod, not even an iPhone, an iPod, all the way back then. That was my first taste into Apple, and I never looked
Wow.
back.
Some would say that's your forbidden fruit. That was your first bite into the apple.
Cam, I couldn't have put it better myself. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
ordained. I'm a minister. You can call me Reverend.
Cam, I would pay. I really, if some church invites you to do like a sermon or something like that, or some, Catholic cathedral, then please invite me.
Do a cathedral.
No,
Speaking of
like
bigger, did I mention this? I'm performing another wedding next September.
you have, yes.
Yeah, look, I got a fun little box. Came with a koozie, a can
Look at
opener
you.
with my name on it and the date.
Wait,
Look at you.
a can opener or a bottle opener?
Can, bottle, same thing.
Not really.
Bottle, it's bottle opener.
Definitely. They got the ordained minister a koozie and a bottle opener.
Yeah, for communion. You don't want it to get cold in your hand.
I guess not. But that's amazing, Cam. I'm very happy that your side job as a ordained minister is. Are they paying you, or did they just give you the
I
stuff?
was just
See,
gonna
I
ask
I
this.
keep well, it might be on me. I keep I keep saying just give me a plate at dinner. But like if I'm going to a wedding that's already expected, so should I start charging people?
How much do ministers get paid for
I
weddings?
don't know. I think it's sorry, the sun I'm getting that weird sunline. I think it's a decent but I could charge my own rate. I'm not gonna do it because Kaylee and Austin are friends. Congratulations to the happy couple. But
Oh,
talk to me.
wait, hold on. I gotta make sure that this is right. How much do you think?
Probably $500.
Um,
Did we just lose Cam?
yeah, might have.
Wow,
Um, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of different answers here. Um, pretty much anywhere between 300 and $500. So that's one expensive plate of food.
that is yeah. Cam is. I think Cam's missing out big time. Like because I mean he's gonna be there doing the ceremony, and the ceremony what would take like what 45 minutes, an hour, I think at
Yeah,
at most.
at most, yeah.
So
That'd be a, yeah.
if he's only expected to hang around for the ceremony, then he could make $300, $500 an hour, really.
Yeah, but he can't start now because he already opened the floodgates.
He's already
You can't,
advertised himself as a free minister.
as a free minister, just give me a plate of food. You heard it here.
Yeah. And Cam, he's not here, but I share there he goes. We're going to welcome Cam back in after he lost connection for a moment.
Hmm.
Whoops. When you hit that X in the corner, you disappear from the whole thing. I don't know.
You're missing out on some money.
What is it?
I found now this could be wrong. This is just what I found off Safari.
Whatever you say, I'm taking as fact.
I'm seeing between like 300 and $500.
Yeah.
But I said you can't start now because you already have done free weddings for people, so you can't charge someone at this point if
Well,
they're
it's not. It's actually entirely free. But the weddings that I've done have been friends and family, so they get the Primer Friends and Family Special, which is they just have to provide me with a catering plate and a good time. So far, I'm 2 for 2. Soon to be 3 for 3. However, I'm gonna have to start advertising, and I'm gonna have to start charging people.
would you call I'm No Genius listeners your friends?
Depends
Because
how many.
there are millions of them.
There's a lot of them. You might be traveling to the Philippines for weddings.
Maybe not, or undisclosed France. Maybe not the friends and family discount, but the I'm No Genius discount, which would be $200.
Mm.
Depending. Two
And
hundred
a
dollars
plate?
base. If I have to travel somewhere far, I'll bump up the price.
I like your business model, Cam.
Can we work
But
with this?
I
Can
think
I use
so.
I'm No Genius to promote I'm No Genius wedding planners? Eli, you'd be a hell of a planner. I already know it. Grant, you could be the singer.
Grant's
Colin
got the
could be
voice of an angel.
photography.
I mean, Cam, I wouldn't see a problem. Could I be your manager while you still being my financial advisor.
Yeah, quid pro quo, quid
So
quo pro.
so
You
so
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
so we would do a contract together. We would negotiate my rate, but then again, you wouldn't be negotiating with me. You'd be negotiating with my financial advisor.
Which
So you two
is me.
can yeah,
Yep.
so you two can come up with, an arrangement that is suitable for both parties involved,
Mm. The best part is the whole thing's tax free. There's no taxes on.
which it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm not a financial advisor. I feel like it shouldn't be tax free.
Well, you see, when you got the silver tongue like I do, you can write in whatever you want.
You're sweet talking the IRS.
Yeah, yeah.
But guys, speaking of weddings, we've been hyping it up off the charts. It's still a couple, it's still a while away. Adam and Ivy's wedding coming up. Adam recently revealed to us via group text that we are going to be his groomsmen.
Let's
Oh yeah.
go. I wouldn't expect him to ask any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was the last one to ask, and it was as we're warming up, before the first tee, I mean, playing golf, he goes, "Oh, I don't think I've talked to you yet, Cam. Do you want to be a groomsman?" Yeah, actually, I do. Thanks, buddy. That was it.
Yeah.
He said he has ordered something for us off Etsy, but he doesn't know when it's gonna come. So
Dude, we're recording this on July 16th, and we talked on the 4th of July about, us being groomsmen. He goes, I said, isn't there typically like a gift that the groom
Just
gives to the groomsman, because like he was like stressing about that. He was just like, yeah, I ordered something off of Etsy, and that was 4 weeks ago, and it hasn't come in yet, and now it's like 6 weeks ago now, so it's
he
what do
not
you
probably
think
coming.
it
shipped it to
is?
his new house and just hasn't looked there. It's been
which
there for 6 weeks. It came the next day he ordered it.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Adam and Ivy also closed on the house, which is amazing.
Shout out. Have you ever been in a wedding or to a wedding? Either of you?
Yeah,
When I was much younger, I haven't been to one in maybe like 5 years.
Eli?
yeah, yeah.
Been a while.
The most recent example was well, actually, the two most recent examples were the only times I've been in a wedding in the past 10 years. I was a singer in both. I sang for my Uncle Kevin and my Aunt Katie's wedding, and
Nice.
then I also sang for my cousin's wedding. And
Did you get paid?
no, I didn't get paid.
Friends and family discount. We're
You're
gonna
getting
figure it out.
robbed.
We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down with Eli's financial guy. We'll get it straightened out.
Yeah, I think so as well. Do you guys think Adam and Ivy's wedding is going to be a good wedding?
No, I'm gonna go on a
What do
limb
you
and say it's
think we're
probably
gonna
gonna be
say? No.
ass.
No, like guys,
What,
don't
what do
don't
you
hold,
mean?
don't hold back
What is
here.
that?
Don't hold back here. I want honesty on this
Of
podcast.
course, it's gonna be the
Yes, it's gonna be a
greatest
good
wedding
wedding.
ever.
One of our best friends is marrying his best friend.
Okay, but take that aside. I'm talking about like pure spectacle and everything. That's all great, but I want to be entertained while I'm there.
What's a good wedding? What's a good wedding
Uh, the
in your
ceremony's
eyes?
done. The ceremony's done in under a half hour. The reception lasts
Oh,
2 hours. We're out the door.
All right, a couple
only
of
two
things.
hours for the reception?
I agree when it's a wedding that I don't, when I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to be nice. You know what I mean? Now, like, Adam's one of our boys. I want the reception to go all night long. Also, I think it's going to be a good wedding because Adam doesn't have his hand in anything. Ivy's doing the whole thing. Adam doesn't have the chance to screw it up. So,
Yeah,
of course, it's going to be great.
it is going to be great. I agree with you guys. You've convinced me that I have faith that it's going to be a good wedding. So, I mean,
No, you
Have we?
don't. You're asking for gifts. You're asking if it's going to be fun.
Eli thinks this is his wedding.
Yeah,
Um,
you're about to get revoked.
have
wow.
we talked about the other member of this podcast who got engaged? We have, right? That came up.
I don't think we have.
I don't think we
I,
have.
I was waiting to do it
That
when
hasn't came up.
I was waiting to do it when he got on an episode, but he was working night shifts all the time.
Yeah, it's been what, like a month and a half?
Should we
It's
FaceTime him live to tape?
it's been a while, but should we just tell the viewers, announce it to the world?
Sure,
I
go
mean,
for it.
I think they already it's been posted, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out there for a long time. I think
Oh
anyone who
yeah.
follows our podcast probably follows him.
Yeah. Can we make a post On the I'm a Genius account to both of them?
I think so. Like
Let's make no, all right, all right. All right, first off,
Let's make it a
introduce
poll. Who's gonna have the better wedding?
all right,
Make it.
let's do that. But also, all right, Colin got engaged. Congrats to Colin. Claps and snaps for Colin. Now when you make the post for I'm a Genius, I want you to say congrats to Adam and Colin, but make it look like they're getting married to each other.
I think we might
Congrats to, congrats to Colin and Adam on their engagement.
we might on should I put like in parentheses an S at the end of engagements?
But make it super
No.
small.
Just make it
Oh
super
yeah,
small.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And should you guys
Tiny
remember
font.
when? Yeah, you guys remember when we did those photo shoots on the beach,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
back at our senior year of high school?
There
Should
has to
I?
be one of them together.
I mean, I don't know if there is, but like I can probably. Luke's a
Oh,
graphic designer. I can Photoshop their faces.
you can do that, but I'm sure Colin and Adam have pictures together. I'll do some digging.
There we
They
go.
absolutely do.
But yeah, should we?
That's crazy. That never came up.
I was gonna say, how have
Well,
we
I
not
guess,
brought that up
yeah.
yet?
I don't know. I mean, Colin, he's just, he's been absent for a while and he's surely missed. We miss him. But the hospital calls.
Those two in the boat.
There we go.
You may send that to you?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Adam. Adam's looking at him with a little mischievous grin. Yep, that's gonna do.
That's not a mischievous grin. That's a look of love right there.
It's
That's
of love. Yeah,
that's all.
congrats to Colin to Brooklyn.
Yeah. Colin and Brooklyn, Adam and Ivy, they're all getting hitched, and we could not be happier and we could not be more excited for their wedding. Hopefully it's a good one.
So
Um
Eli, do you think they're gonna have a good wedding?
oh yeah. I know Colin will not let it be a bad wedding. I know that.
That was a very different answer from Adams.
That was so terrible.
I just, I have like, Cam, I'm not gonna lie.
Eli
I
sounded very skeptical when he asked us about Adams. He said,
like you guys think it's gonna be a
"You
good
think they're gonna
wedding?
have a good wedding?"
Do you think this is gonna be fun for us?
I mean, we're in the wedding, so they're forcing us to be there. So
Forcing? What did it? You were on your hands and knees begging for presents from the kid.
yeah, I really wanted to be in the wedding. I- I've never been a groomsman before, and if I keep
Yeah,
going at this rate, I'm not gonna be one.
yeah, that's fun. I was a groomsman for Tyler's wedding. The gift to all I believe his bachelor party. I couldn't go because I was playing basketball, but his bachelor party was a golf trip. I think Wheeling. It was a golf trip of some sort, and his gift to all the groomsmen were hats from Homestead. Except Braden and I got shorts from Lululemon, which still rock.
Nice.
My favorite shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that Lululemon made shorts for, masculine figures.
What?
Got a pair. They're
Bro,
awesome.
Eli ain't never been to Lulu.
I've never been to Lulu.
You just dropped $500 on a Mac Mini though.
Well, yeah, that's something I'm going to use. I'm not, like, I guess I would use a pair. I guess I would use a pair of shorts, but not as much as I'm going to use a computer.
They have great clothes, dumb expensive. I've never bought anything from there, only received it as gift.
Wow.
Awesome clothes though. Awesome
Hmm.
clothes.
I wonder if Lululemon is a sponsor in NCAA 25.
I thought you were gonna go back to the Civil War.
That's actually,
Oh,
let me
can
try
you
that again.
imagine?
Let me try that again. I wonder if Lululemon would be a good outfitter for the Civil War.
It holds up. Nice quality athletic clothing.
I would enlist just to wear some Lulu.
Oh my gosh, if I got a Lulu fanny pack to hold my bullets, hell yeah.
I wonder
Hell
that.
yes.
So when in this hypothetical situation, again, we do not want this war to happen, but we want to get the logistics down just in case it does. In this hypothetical situation, would Lululemon just provide you the uniforms for free? Because we know that stuff's not cheap to make. Or would they just take it out of your, military paycheck?
Taxes would probably increase, you know,
Yeah,
depending on who the standing government is.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Eli, question for you. Which do you want more? A civil war in today's America or Adam to have a bad wedding?
Um, Geez, that's a great question. Um, which do I not want to happen?
Which do you want more?
I don't want either of those, really.
Oh,
I
oh.
mean, civil war would be the worst thing for a lot of people. A bad wedding would probably be the worst thing for me. Um, I'm just gonna say that I'm No Genius does not believe in violence, and we don't believe
All
in
right.
bad weddings. So
Yeah.
let's stop that. Let's knock that
Good
off.
cop out. Good cop out. Both
Eli,
weddings
what's
will be good.
your go-to song to sing at a wedding?
See, I don't have a go-to song because I've had requests every single time. The bride and the groom, they've asked me to sing a specific song that they like. So for my aunt and uncle's wedding, I sang "She's Everything" by Brad Paisley, great song.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
And then for my cousin's wedding, I sang "Marry Me" by Train, which is also a really good song.
good one.
But if I
Okay, we'll
want,
say that Adam needs to make his wedding great, and he needs Eli to sing, and you have to bring your own song. What would said song be?
well, I need to pick a song that thoroughly represents Adam and Ivy's relationship, from what I understand. Now, Adam is a patriot at heart. He bleeds red, white, and blue. So I
Mhm.
got to choose something patriotic. Ivy, I don't really know her that well. So I'm gonna
You
go.
keep saying this. You've encountered her multiple times since they've been
Decent
together.
amount. Yeah.
I mean,
Every time you mention Ivy's name, you're like, yeah, she's a stranger. To me, I'm probably
I
bad
did.
at planning weddings. Sounds like.
I've never I never said stranger. Okay, we've crossed paths a few times, and I guess she
She
knows
was
me
on this
well.
podcast.
She was the first
She was
female
on an
here.
episode.
She was on this the I'm No Genius podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
In what capacity? What
I
like an Alexa capacity where she was just kind of sitting off to the side, not doing anything?
no. She had the
Is he
microphone.
kidding?
No, he's
Oh,
being no. He
Oh,
remembers.
oh.
I mean, it must have slipped my mind. I'm sure it happened if you guys are
You know what else
talking
slipped your mind that episode? A camera. But
Yeah,
anyway, that's
so
beside the
there
point.
was no video evidence of it. If we had
Whatever.
video evidence, I'm sure it would be a different story.
Yeah. Now looking back, that's not a coincidence that you just forgot to record the one episode we had a female on here.
That it was a coincidence. You guys are
It's
painting.
International Women's Month, dude.
Is it still?
No, it's November.
Always is.
Always is, actually, is
Is
what I meant to say.
yeah. It's a good save, Cam. Yeah, that was good.
Thanks,
But
Grant.
um, for Adam and Ivy's wedding, I mean, I think they would both appreciate this song choice if I were to sing in their wedding. Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue by Toby Keith.
That'd be a good one.
That'd get me fired up.
I think so. Or like we could use that as kind of a finale, like when the bride's walking down the aisle, they're ready to say the I do's and everything. We close it out on a high note.
Mhm.
I would have my straw cowboy hat, echoing Toby Keith right there, and then we would
Hmm.
rock the house.
Yep.
If I start getting hired to like be a minister for weddings, would it be inappropriate to like during the reception go up and just request "Same Love" by Macklemore at every reception? Would that be wrong?
That might be wrong. I think that might send the wrong message, Cam.
That'd be funny though. That would be
That
really funny.
that would be
We should
funny.
just Adam, he's not going to hear this, so he'll have no idea this is going to happen. We should all go up and request that back to back to back at Adam's wedding, so it just keeps playing on repeat.
Throw in a
I'll,
dropkick Murphy right in the middle.
I'll go up to this probably 14-year-old DJ playing songs off his iPhone and just say,
Yeah.
Hey man, you do you know Same Love by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis? Great song. I would like to cue that up if I were you. He goes, okay.
All
And
right.
we all do that back to back to back. So
At Tyler's wedding, the whole dance floor was covered, and the DJ was he did a good job, but Allie hired him because she was one of her appointments at the dentist office. He was like, "Yeah, I'm a DJ." She was like, "Interesting," but he did a great job. But in the middle of the middle of the night, he just goes, "This one's for Tyler," and starts playing Dixieland Delight. And Tyler's like, "All right, I don't know why it's for me, but awesome."
It's a great song.
That was a great one. Yeah, I got the crowd bumping, but don't know why it's
yeah,
for Tyler.
I concur. That would be a good song. What would be some bad songs to play at a wedding? I mean, I know we talked about Same Love.
As a good song.
Well,
Uh, how would the national anthem go if that just
Are you
came on at
kidding?
a wedding?
I'd stand on a table.
honestly, like I might like if Adam and Ivy wanted me to sing at their wedding, I might just sing the national anthem.
They
And I
don't.
I
sh-
think
and I
that might be
sure
one of the better songs you could play if you just mix it in randomly in the middle of the night
and
after
I
like
Oh, if you played
say
it late in
Cupid
the night,
Shuffle.
if you played it late in the night with a party crowd, that or America the Beautiful or I'm Proud to Be American, I mean, the place would rock. Just
yeah.
it's a wedding inside a barn, cornfield. No one's really registered, but we know who they're voting for if they were. That kind of atmosphere. Yeah, that's
All on
hitting
the
every
same
time.
side of the Civil War.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you could
Come on
tell,
now.
Yeah. But yeah, the national anthem, I think I could rock the house with that one for sure.
Yeah.
What would be a bad one?
I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of bad songs, but like even that Ice on the Floor by Ice JJ
I
Fifth would go.
Cam,
That
I
might
was literally about to say that. I was about to
That
say,
would play. Like at Colin's wedding, that's probably going to be on the playlist.
oh my gosh, I was just like literally, you beat me by 1 second. Oh my goodness, I hate that song.
Yeah, that's a good one. Um,
I don't know. Whenever I try to think of bad songs, I only think of
of
like
good ones.
really good songs that I
Yeah, or
love.
songs that are like ironically bad, but or songs that are bad but are like ironically good.
Yeah,
What about the 2015 version of Don't Blink performed by um
That'd
Eli
be
Burgett?
2016, by the way.
no, there were two renditions. He's partially correct. I
Oh,
did
the
I did a
choir
fir-
version?
I did one in
No.
2015 via the choir concert, and
Okay,
The
then
good.
original.
a
Yep.
rendition in
Good
26.
try.
He likes the non remastered version, is what he's trying to
I like
say.
the classics.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I can only speak for myself, the person who sang the song. I think that would be a great choice to sing at a wedding
Yeah, I'd probably
because
I
fall
was
for the
actually going to
voice
say that would be a
if that came
great
on.
song to actually sing if you weren't going to sing courtesy the red, white, and blue, which you obviously have to sing. But
right if there wasn't
Hey,
a
if that
prerequisite
came on, I'd look at the DJ and go, "Can I just undo this whole thing?" I'm not really feeling it anymore. I think I'll pass.
as the minister.
Anyone.
Wow,
Hey, can we stop this? Can we
can
just
we
rewind this whole thing?
stop the wedding? Stop everything.
Can we blink as hard as we can? Everyone just start blinking.
Ever close your eyes. Oh,
Uh, Gangnam Style would suck. I would hate that.
what do you mean?
you know, I don't think so.
Mm. Maybe for 3 seconds, and I'd be like, all right, please skip. We'll come back. Well, there's
Now,
a
what
lot.
about this recent version of the national anthem?
I was gonna can't I Grant, I was gonna talk about that, but it slipped my mind. The terrible,
That's kind of
terrible.
sad. Did you see what she's doing today?
Yeah,
Like, I
but
mean,
I
the
mean,
the song itself was horrible. What's her name?
yeah,
Ingrid something.
I don't know.
Gave the national anthem at the home run derby Monday night. Um, gave Fergie a run for her money, and then she came out today and said that
I don't think it was close.
she was drunk and is entering rehab because she has a problem. So good on her for recognizing the problem. Hope she gets well, finds all the help she needs. And also thanks for the memory of a horrible national anthem.
Might be the
She's
worst ever.
yeah, she sang so badly that she realized she has a drinking problem.
Yeah, I mean,
So
sometimes it happens.
I guess there is a silver lining to, you know, that. Do you think that national anthem will be featured in MLB The Show? Like
It should be.
they I think they would sell a few more games if they got audio of the national anthem and played it before every single head-to-head game.
That'd be pretty baller.
I like that.
I mean, guys, I'm just throwing out these ideas for free, really.
Yeah.
So what we
But
do. We're an ideas podcast.
we're an ideas podcast, but no execution. We have all these ideas, but we never follow through on them.
Should we talk about some ideas right now? Just kind of close up and then put a poll up.
A poll?
Yeah, like
But like What
on
are the best
social media.
ideas or
So like we had the idea for what? The taste buds thing, and then what was the other one we had?
Um,
we
Lululemon
get
designing Civil War jerseys.
Okay, yeah, maybe never mind.
Adam's word of the day
Oh, we forgot to
again?
do the word of the day.
Yeah,
Um,
good. I made a clip out of that. I'm gonna post it tonight.
Whoa, little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah,
All right. Uh,
Fountainhead.
word of the day.
Eli, are those like timed posts or do you actually manually post each one?
I
Oh.
manually post each one.
Really? I
Yeah.
always wondered that.
Guys, I don't know if this is just the universe being our friend or being cruel. Today's word is Harry, Harry. Um, like Prince Harry. To harry someone or something is to harass or torment them by, or as if by constant attack.
So it's a verb.
It is a verb. Some could say that the segment on I'm No Genius of Adam's word of the day, he is constantly harried by, or he is harried by the word of the day segment on I'm No Genius.
Yeah, I would concur with that one. I was going to say, really, every week on Monday at 7 a.m., the the listeners' ears are harried by the sound of the I'm No Genius podcast.
You're going to.
I don't know why Cam finds such joy in harrying people as he grew up, but he still does it, and it's a problem that we need to
Grant's about to
address.
get his ass harried if he keeps this up. How's that one? Does that one work?
I mean, that works. I
That
think
was
it
scary.
does. Oh, goodness. Guys, good job today.
Thanks.
Seriously. No, seriously. Guys, you went out there and you got the job done. You executed, you did everything you were supposed to do, and we came out on top because of it. And
Hopefully, that's what Eli says after Adam and Ivy's wedding.
I could retire tomorrow and I would feel fulfilled. But at the same time, you got to have that mama mentality that you will never be fulfilled. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. And let's close it out with a life lesson. What you
Thanks,
guys
Kobe.
got?
Also, rest in peace to Kobe's dad. He died today.
Yeah, saw that.
Jelly Bean Bryant.
Another Bean Bryant, R.I.P. This
Is that
episode's
actually his
dedicated
name?
to him and Jacoby Jones
Hmm.
and Richard Simmons and second
Civil
John
Wars are
Gilliam
bad. I'm No Genius does not support civil wars,
and Dr.
but if it were to happen, then we'd pick the side with the best jerseys.
Yeah.
That's our standing point. I'm
Is
in.
it?
I know I'm in.
We would
Okay.
know. We would want our side to have the better jerseys, is what we're trying to say.
Okay,
Yes.
that's worded better.
Yeah. Cam, life lesson.
Life lesson. Um, I guess if you're planning on getting shot, get shot in the ear. It seems like it's worked out for DT. Glad he was just shot in the ear. Glad it wasn't anything major. Hope no one else gets shot. Don't shoot people. I'd like to circle back to that.
Don't shoot people. That's a good one. We echoed that from earlier, so that's
Mhm.
good. Um, whether or not you have a copy of NCAA 25, or whether or not you have recently been shot in the ear at a presidential rally and selected JD Vance, Ohio native, as your running mate, and whether or not you have a good wedding that plays Don't Blink, or a bad wedding where a bunch of your guests request Same Love by Macklemore repeatedly at the reception, and whether or not you sing the national anthem very badly on a national stage in front of thousands of MLB fans and millions of people watching, whether or not you do all of that, friendship conquers all. So
God, couldn't have said it better.
let's let's close this baby out the
That was
best we
good.
can.
That was good.
Grant is also here. Cam is also here. Thank you all for watching. I'm No Genius. I've been Eli. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Everybody loves my baby.